Of course, no conversation about Brazil is complete without mentioning the recent demonstrations. Hundreds of thousands of people took to the streets over the summer to protest poor public services, alleged government corruption, and spending on next year's World Cup. But amazingly, those demonstrations never put a damper on Brazilian tourism. Lucrecia Franco has the story from the most popular tourist destination, the city of Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro has been at the top of the list of must-go places since the beginning of the year. Dubbed the Marvelous City, travel sites feature Rio as a prime tourist destination, and visitors have been flocking here from around the world.
Beaches are beautiful, the nature with the forest is also beautiful. Also a lot of people of Rio de Janeiro, the cariocas are very fun.
What tourist agents didn't expect was this: massive anti-government protests by Brazilians demanding better health, education and transport. On Brazilian TV, the protesters' angry voices sometimes drowned out the cheers at Confederations Cup matches in June. Smaller and scattered demonstrations continue. Rio's Undersecretary for Tourism, Pedro Guimarães, believes that big events can attract big demonstrations.
It
is important to hear the voices from the streets, but of course, angry riots damage a work that's being well done. What we want is to project our best. But there are protests happening everywhere, in London, Paris, and Greece.
Brazil's tourist sector has struggled for years to erase the image of the country as a dangerous destination. And it is working. This year alone, Brazil is expecting a record of more than 6 million foreign tourists, and even more for next year's World Cup. But not everybody is so optimistic. Hércules Guzmão, owner of a travel agency in Rio de Janeiro, is worried about the country's instability.
I
had to close my travel agency when there were demonstrations nearby. But what really stops us from growing are the outrageous prices of hotels, $250 per night. That led and will lead to trip cancellations.
Brazil considers tourism a top priority as it gears up for the World Cup next year and then the Olympic Games in 2016. However, travel agents say social unrest and skyrocketing hotel room prices are not the best way to lure visitors. Lucrecia Franco, CCTV, Rio de Janeiro.